Okay, so today I'm going to show y'all what I went through replacing the alternator on a 2005 Chevy Silverado Z71 Off-Road. So the first thing you do is, of course, locate the alternator. Lucky for me, it's right here on top, so easy peasy. Then you locate your tensioner. It's kind of off to the left right here. That's going to help you get your belt off. That way you can take the alternator off, which, by the way, is a pain in the rear end. These bolts right here, these two bolts, are the only things that are actually holding it on, and they are the bane of my existence at this point in the process. At first, it took all my body weight and everything in me just to loosen them. Now, maybe that's just because I'm a girl, but whatever, I was doing this by myself. So basically, like you see here, just go ahead, take the two screws out. Okay, once you get the two bolts out, there are two connectors. One of them is this little nut right here on the back. You just remove the boot, grab your tool, and screw it off. Okay, once you have that, there's this little bitty thing right here that you need to take off, but it's kind of hard to get to, so you want to remove this first. Now, here is the tricky, hard part. It is in there, and I mean solid in there. I had to get a long screwdriver and literally, again, use all my body weight just to pop it up. Once it comes out, though, it's pretty simple. Turn it around, there's the little plug. Make sure you take it out. And there you go, there's the old one. I don't know what made it go wrong or go bad, but I had to replace the battery and the alternator, so it is, of course, nothing but a useless paperweight at this point and a piece of junk. Now, just as hard as it was to take out, it is a pain in the rear to put back in. It's a very snug fit, it's very tight. I sat there and wrestled with this thing for I can't even tell you how long before I got the bright idea to make my job easier. Okay, so here is where the blonde left me, and I actually was thinking, now these things right here, they went right up against it, I guess, to give it a snug fit. Well, they're stopping it from going in. So, grab a hammer, beat them in a little bit, get them out of the way. Now, I'm sure they're probably of some use, so I didn't want to take them out. I just kind of nudged them, put them in a little bit, lined up the holes, and then you'll see here in a minute, I just kind of, on the outside, kind of pinged them a little bit again to put them snug up against it so that the bolt or screws or whatever would fit. See right here, tap, 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 goes right back in. Then you put your bolts back in. Then once you get the screws put in, you go ahead and attach the little plug on the side and the little dealie on the back with the screw and the nut and the bolt, that thingy. You go ahead and make sure everything is tight so that I guess it doesn't rattle around and mess up and do all this work for nothing. Okay, once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and put the belt back on. Now this part can be complicated. Make sure you look at your diagram and you get everything right where it's supposed to be. Now the tensioner can be a little complicated. I actually had to call a friend because I didn't think my tensioner was working, but it was, and I figured it out, and ta-da! It's running, and I did it all by myself in a dress, by the way. Okay, so look, so technically it was my friend's dress and she's gonna kill me when she finds out, but whatever, still, did it by myself in a dress. All I had to do now was go back and put this little air tube thingy, I don't know what it is, but it goes right there, slides right on, and then you're done. So thanks to my fuck you nature and YouTube, I was able to fix the truck all by myself. Ta-da! No applause, just throw money.
I walk it and I talk it. Silence when I flown it. I'm a treasure that you came upon.